WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys, and today I have something fairly exotic because it doesn't even say the word whiskey on it. It says something called Korn. K-O-R-N. This is the schnapps from northern Germany. Now, this is from the Heydt Manufaktur. That's the name of a place that actually creates things by hand. Manufacturing is to make by hand in this case. And this is edition number 3. This is tripled matured. So what was it matured in? It was matured in an cognac barrique. Barrique is the wine barrels. It was matured in sherry barriques. And so they took the cognac and the sherry barrique and then they married them, they vatted them together and put them into Jack Daniel bourbon casks. First fill, very, very nice. So 2018 they had 1,604 barrels, they had 1,604 bottles. 2019 a little bit less, they only had 1,480 bottles. Now this was the product of the year for this company in 2018. The price is 33 euros and it has 40.4% ABV. This is made 100% from wheat. So we know that there's many products out there that are wheaters that have 51% corn, and then they add, instead of the rye, they add the wheat. Now I actually have a wheat whiskey here. This is from Brooklyn, New York, 77 whiskey. Brooklyn Distillery. This is the New York wheat, aged in American oak barrels. I actually compared the two of these in my German video. Not bad. A lot of wood in here. That was a fresh American oak barrel that really imparted a lot of those vanillas and even tannins. Now, what I'm going to do instead is I'm actually going to take Jack Daniel's Gentleman Jack, because this was actually matured in an barrels from Jack Daniel's, and it makes a big difference. Now, what are the regulations for whiskey? Whiskey has to be actually distilled from a mash of grain. Ta-da! Wheated grain. So it has to be stored for, at least in Europe, for 3 years in a container, a wood container. Scotland has to be oak, in Ireland as well as Germany it can be whatever wood you'd like to have. Ta-da! It has to be 40% ABV. Da-da! So this actually has all of the characteristics of a whiskey, and therefore I'm actually reviewing it on my channel. So I really like the cognac. It comes through. I'm really sure that the Jack Daniel's comes through. Yep. What I'm missing here is that sherry cask. I have the feeling that the sherry cask was a little bit 4th, 5th, 6th fill sherry cask. It's a little inactive. The cognac is very nice. My story with cognac was I reviewed a couple of whiskeys, especially the Teeling Revival, and it was a cognac finish. I had 2 or 3 other whiskeys, a Lambie with a cognac finish from Ireland and so on. I was like, oh, I really like these whiskeys. What's so special about it? I was like, I don't know how cognac tastes. I'd never had a cognac in my entire life. So I went out, bought little samples of cognac, tried them, was like, now I know why I like this whiskey so much, especially those whiskeys that have cognac finishes. And so always try the products that are finishing your whiskeys. Let it be your Marsala, or let it be your Amorone Italian wine. Let it be your sherries. Let it be your ports. Let it be your rums. Let it be whatever else. Always try those different things that you're actually tasting in your whiskey, so you know what you have. And this is what I have: a lot of cognac, and I have Jack Daniel's, and I said the sherry's not there. All right, cheers. Nice. Oh, that cognac is really nice. I've tried at least 50 different German whiskeys. Probably more like 100, to be honest. I stopped doing the English reviews of the German whiskeys if they were bad. If you look at my German channel, you'll see all these whiskeys that are just getting D's and F's on there. But this is actually a very good one. Okay, this is a good one. This is a C whiskey. Yay. Now, what really, really surprises me is a lot of the German whiskey manufacturers over here, handcrafted, they have little 0.5 liter bottles and they charge 59 euros plus. And we're going up to 80, 90 euros for half-liter bottles. And they say, oh, it takes so much time and it's so difficult and it has to be all handmade and all that. This is 6 years old. This is 40%. This is made in Germany. This is handmade and it's 33 euros. Half, if not a third of a lot of the German whiskey out there. It's a 0.7 liter bottle, not a half-liter bottle. And that's my real question. German producers of whiskey, why are your whiskeys so expensive if someone else can do it for a much cheaper price in Germany using exactly the same methods? And do not say it's the material. Barley is more expensive, 4 to 5 times more expensive than wheat. Yes, but that in no way justifies a tripling of the price from 33 to even 85 or 89 euros as I've seen before. That's not the main difference. And it's not even the amount, 1,400 bottles. Same thing all the other German producers are putting out at the moment. This is actually a very nice whiskey. You have your wood, you have your malt, or you have your grain. You have a sweetness in there, and that cognac really just takes over. And the mixture with cognac and with Jack Daniels, I actually should put a couple drops of cognac in my Jack Daniels one day and see what happens. I think it would really pimp my whiskey here. The price point is dead on. 30-some euros for a handcrafted, hand-labeled. That 144 they wrote on the bottle with by hand. Excellent. Well done. Great bottle design. The only thing I was a little bit skeptic about at the beginning was the cork. It's a tiny little like bartender pour, but I must admit I haven't spilled a drop since. Over here, how often do you pour it and there's like drop, drop, drop? And this was excellent. There's nothing wrong about this whiskey at all, except the word whiskey is not on the bottle. There's corn, K-O-R-N, which is schnapps, which is made from wheat. We have a double corn and we have a normal corn up in the north, and this stuff is nice. Now, will you be able to buy it if you're in northern Germany? Yes. If you go to www.heydt-manufaktur.de for Germany, they might send a bottle someplace all over the world if you ask them very nicely. And I would recommend it, actually. This is very, very interesting and very, very pleasing. So it gets a solid C, up to even maybe almost a C+, but it's a solid C, and the value for money is a C as well. 1 second. There are no edges. It's just smooth, holistic harmony. Very, very well done. WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany, tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, and tell others about this crazy American over here in Germany tasting things you might not ever see. Bye-bye.